Welcome to Grid Crawler Steve. This is episode 1, first episode on my new, let's see, I'll put it up on screen, my new Commodore 64 Ultimate. That didn't look very good here. Commodore 64 Ultimate. And we are going to play the Bard's Tale. My goal was to try to get Wizardry going. I understand Wizardry 1, 2, 3, and 5, not Wizardry 4, is available. It is, of course, available on Commodore 64, but I'm having the worst time. I spent the entire weekend trying to get the discs working, the disc images, trying to, the scenario disc, I could not get that disc to work, so I've decided to kind of forgo Wizardry for now. Wizardry I'll still be playing that on my Switch and streaming that on my other Let's Plays. But I figured my Commodore 64, why not dive into Bard's Tale? I'll be honest, I feel Bard's Tale does more justice to the Commodore 64. I think the graphics, there's just something about it, eh? Being able to explore Skara Brae and in all its 16 color glory. So yeah, I'm thinking, why not? Let's get into Bard's Tale. Now, I'll show you my roster. This is a brand new, I spent the better part of the weekend as well prepping this damn character disc. So here's the characters. There's our party right there. We got Calum, Thrum, Piper, Silhouette, Alara, and Vex. That is the party. And then we got some recon specialists, Scout, Outrider, and Pathfinder. I was playing with those guys over the weekend, just getting a lay of the land, kind of figuring out like how the game works, how to save to disc, how to save your party. I have a lot to learn. I figured out at least the saving functionality of the game, but I still have a ton to learn in terms of like how to properly heal my characters, how to outfit them. So I'm expecting a lot of deaths here, and I may unfortunately do some save scrums, depending on how bad the death is, because revival is expensive and money at the onset is hard to come by. I've got Grid Monger. You'll see that in the top left corner. That'd be the top right corner of the screen, right up here, right up there, right up there. So I'm going to be mapping out Bard's Tale using Gridmonger. I feel that's a good solution. I was using, I don't see this thing, I don't even know where it is right now. It's somewhere in here, somewhere in my room. But I was using pen and paper, graph paper, for Wizardry 5 on the SNES. You can check out my Let's Play for that. I was showing you guys in the screen, I was showing you the map. I don't know, I figured this is better. I could save it electronically. It's just easier. It saves me from having to spend all that time writing it out, and it still has the same feel of mapping. It still feels like you're mapping out the levels. So especially Gridmonger. Gridmonger is all keyboard based. It's not mouse controlled at all. It's like it's kind of like the old Unix Vim editor. In fact, I think the developer of Gridmonger based the the control of his mapping tool based on Vim. So it's very, very keyboard centric, which is pretty cool. Okay, so we got a Gridmonger up there. Let's go over our characters here. So first, let me try to get these guys into the party so I can show you who they are. Kalen. Okay. Okay, K. Did I spell that right? Well, we'll find out in a second. The N and the M in this game look very, very similar. Okay, there's Kalen. We're just gonna take a quick look at him. So he's got 17 hit points, not bad. Okay, there he is right there. he's a paladin. So I rolled 17 on the strength, 14 on the constitution, and then IQ and dex, mediocre at 12 each. Not bad. It's not too bad. He starts off with 192 gold. That's good to know. Okay, let's add somebody else here. And if I press any key, yeah, he doesn't have anything. I think I just pressed space bar. Yeah. Okay. Kalen his slogan is first in, last out. And I've got a whole backstory for him. He's a former Skara Brae city guard. He survived the initial freeze by sheltering in the Great Temple. We'll be heading there in a few episodes. I don't think I can make it. The Great Temple is about 2 blocks over from the guild where we are now. I'm not going to wander the streets of Skara Brae. No way. Well, not at level 1. I'm too afraid to do that. So we're going to be hanging out near the guild and near the chapel and doing a lot of healing and kind of just like grinding maybe the first level. Okay. So his quirk, he refuses to remove his gauntlets. Claiming the cold of the eternal winter has seized them to his skin. This guy's crazy. Let's just look at him again. This guy's madness. Yeah, look at him. He's nuts. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Can't wait. Can't wait to start playing with him. Alright. So that's our first character. Next is Thrum. So let's add Thrum in. This guy's slogan is Stone does not break. So he's a stout dwarf with a beard braided with iron rings and no armor. Cool. So let's see what he looks like. I haven't actually seen a dwarf yet. That's a dwarf. Yo, it's because he's a monk. That's why. So the class. Okay, so the class takes over the avatar. The avatar is based primarily only on the class. Okay, fair enough. So that is a stout dwarf. 18 strength, constitution 16. Those were the important ones, were strength and constitution. He is in party position number 2, and I think that is the position that gets the most hits. So, takes the most damage. Someone did some analysis on party positions of wizardry. Bard's Tale's based very much on wizardry, so I imagine it would be similar mechanics, but that second position front row is going to take your most damage, statistically speaking. Okay, what's his gig here? He's a mason who saw his masterpieces shattered by Mangar's trolls. His quirk is he treats his own body like a statue, polishing his skin with river stones to keep it hard. This guy's also nuts. My party's crazy. My party's nuts. They're madness. Okay, so yeah, he's good. Okay, let's get another character here. Next is Piper. Piper's the hottie of the group. At least when please go to my site, gridcrawlersteve.neocities.org. On there you will see links to my my projects. And one of the projects is the Dungeon RPG Character Architect prompt. And what it is, it's a large prompt that you copy and paste it into any LLM like ChatGPT or Gemini. And it's going to pretty much design your party. It's going to give your characters backstories. You're able to feed the prompt with certain things you want to see within your party. So it's not just like you get your freedom as well. You're able to kind of express how you want to play your party. And the prompt will also create character profiles, like pictures of your characters. But Piper, like the picture at that, for some reason, who did I use? I think I was using Gemini on the weekend. The picture of Piper, I can't even put it on here. I can't believe I mean, that picture is too much to be streaming. I'll probably get in trouble on YouTube with it, so I'm gonna generate some other pictures. I have no idea what happens, but yeah, she's in this tiny bikini with flames coming out of her head. It's just wild. It's just, yeah. Anyway, she's the hottie of the group, so let's add her. And Piper's the bard. The very, very important bard. And the bard actually gives us music in the game, right? So, yeah, it's pretty important. Oh, right, so here's Piper. Let's see our hottie in action here. Hottie, absolutely. Look at those horns. Okay, so she's a female hobbit with wild auburn curls and a brass fire horn. Yes. Yeah, okay, that's where the flame was coming. She was holding that horn and the flame was coming out. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. It was coming out of her hands. It's coming out of the fire horn. That makes more sense. Okay, her backstory. She's a tavern performer whose lute strings snapped in the frost. She found a magic horn in a cellar and hasn't stopped playing since. Playing in quotes, I don't know why. Her quirk. She talks to her fire horn, calling it Little Sun. That's pretty cool. Now, I do believe there is a fire horn in the game, right? I think that's kind of like a trick. I definitely could be wrong on the name of that item, but I think I've heard people mentioning first thing we got to do is equip our party, get that AC as low as possible, and then go after that. I'm gonna possibly call this wrong, but I think it's something like the fire horn, which you can use. It's an item you can use, and it does some damage to the monster. It's pretty good, especially when you're this low level. At least I hope I'm calling it correctly by calling it a fire horn, but I think that's true. Okay, Piper, you're in. Look at the AC, eh, on her? She's 7 on the AC. Okay, next we got the Shadow Weaver. This is Silhouette. Silhouette. Did I spell her wrong? Yep, I spelled that wrong. Alright, here's Silhouette. Alright, so she's a half elf with shimmering silver hair and a crystal staff. What is that? Oh, that is classic. Oh my god, that's so funny. 122 gold. I guess it randomizes how much gold they start with. Isn't that interesting? Her backstory: a street urchin who discovered she could feel the ley lines of the city. Ooh. Quirk: she hums a low, vibrating note whenever she senses magic nearby. Oh, sorry about that. Are you kidding? I got an ad. Yeah, I'm just streaming. I am streaming.
Hey, what do you press to jump?
Oh my goodness. Okay, sorry about that. This is some chiptune stuff I was playing over the weekend. So I'm just gonna reload my video. There we go. Okay. To Silhouette, the elf magician. Did I mention her quirk, or was I cut off by that awful ad? Let me take a look here. Oh yes, she hums a low, vibrating note whenever she senses magic nearby. Ooh. Next is the Oracle. She's a half-elf conjurer. And her name is Alara. I'm just quickly checking up some stuff here. Okay, so adding a member. Yeah, Lara's in. Okay, let's take a quick look at Alara here. Elegant and traditional. Oh yeah, there she is. Look at that animation. I think the animation is pretty cool. For 1985, that's pretty awesome. Okay, she's got 150 gold. Let's move on. Let's get on to our final character, the Sage, and this is going to be Vex, our gnome. Vex. Then we're going to save this party, and we're going to go right away to the weapon shop. Just get some weapons. Weapons and armor. Okay, Vex, you're in there. Let's go number 6. He's a retired librarian who was forced to take up arms. His quirk, he corrects the grammar of the monsters he fights before incinerating them. That's pretty cool. So my hit points are pretty stacked across the board. That's pretty good. Okay, so we are good with that. That is our character selection. Now, we absolutely need to save this party, though. And my party is the Embers. Embers of Skara. So can I, is that too much of... I'll just call them the Embers. The Embers, Embers. Can I do Skara Embers? Maybe. Skara Embers. That's hard. That looks weird. Okay, we'll just call them Embers of... That's gonna be hard to type though, because I'm gonna have to type this in. So Embers. Embers. Done. The Embers of Skara. Embers of Skara. I think the Commodore 64 doesn't like file names greater than the typical, what is it, like 8 characters. This is the ultimate, so it can handle it, but I want to be careful. We'll just call it Embers then. So that's my party name, Embers. Let's go. Let's go. So that's not bad. 20 minutes to load my party. And as we could see, there it is right there. That's the item shop. That's Garth's equipment shop. I mapped that earlier. So all of this here I've mapped with my scouting party. Just to kind of get a feel for the game. Okay. Okay, we are out on the road. So that is right here, and that's going to be, oddly enough, your game credits, which is a weird place to put your game credits, is inside a building. So let's go. Oh, okay, here we go. Oh, barbarians, are you freaking kidding me? Okay, we need to run away. We're going to get smashed by these guys. Did we not? That's ridiculous. 12 points of damage, come on. Dead. Oh no, I want to run. Shit. Okay, we're gonna do our first save scrum already. That's ridiculous. Right out the door. Right out the door, and we get 3 barbarians. That's not cool. That is not ideal. Okay, let's boot up. Oh my god, that's so bright. Thank goodness we saved the party just before we went out, so we're good. We're good. So yes, as we can see on the map here, we exited the Adventurers Guild right here, and we got attacked by the barbarians in this square here. We simply just got to go up here and equip. Kind of wish this area here had an item shop, make things a little easier. Oh my goodness, it takes a while to load. Now I did install the Epic's fast loader cart. I don't know if you noticed that when I booted up the Commodore 64. The text fast load is displayed right after boot up, and that's because at the back here, you guys can't really see, but I've got a virtual Epic's fast loader, which will speed up the read-write times. It pretty much doubles the speed. The read-write of the 5 1/4 floppy disk, it doubles the speed. So this may seem slow, this load, but it's nothing compared to if you don't have the fast loader. Fast loader, this is a 5-minute load easily. It's still taking a while, gotta admit. But my disc is chugging. You can't hear it, but the disc is absolutely chugging. So insert a character disc. So this is the one that came with the, this character disc I have highlighted has been circling around the internet for like 2 decades. It's been, and people keep adding their characters to it. So there's probably about 30 characters on the, what's supposed to be the blank character disc. There's characters from all over the place, people's characters from everywhere, and they're high level, like maxed out characters, probably through a trainer of some kinds. Okay, so we are my party. We're gonna mount the disc. There we go. We're not gonna run the character disc, but we have to mount it. Alright, we're going to start the game. Now, I think we can just auto-load the party by loading the Ember party, which I think you have to use an asterisk when you want to load a party. Let's see what happens. So mapping is going to be, this whole game is going to be slow. I thought wizardry was slow, nice and relaxing, good way to unwind at the end of the day. But I wasn't playing on a Commodore 64. Everything is so much slower, but it's nice. It kind of slows down your day. It's a nice way to wind down. What you see in Gridmonger, that took like an hour just to map those squares out. And I died a few times too, so I had to save scrum a few times, but so I think if we add, because we created, well, here, let me check roster. Check this out. I'll show you what I mean. Since this is a Let's Play and it's our first episode, I'm kind of going slow and showing some of the mechanics. There's our players, but look how it's going to end. Or, it doesn't end, but there's embers. So I can load all those my characters by just typing in star embers or asterisk embers. Yeah, let me try that. So we're going to add a member, asterisk embers. And I think, I haven't tested this yet, but I'm pretty sure that's going to load the entire party. So we don't load one character at a time. It works. Okay, cool. Cool. So this is a really good save state. I should make a backup. I can create. How do I make a backup? Utilicopy. Utilicopy. Is that a good idea? I don't know if I want to. Drive A. See, I want to copy that. Okay, drive 8. Yeah. Okay, we're in drive 8. Yeah, it's currently in drive 8. Ooh. Uh-oh. Shoot. Oh, I'm sorry. I should not have done that. 7. Ooh, it doesn't like it at all. No, my bad. I should not have done that. You know what? I think I'm okay. No, I'm not. Totally froze. Ugh. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. Oh, jeez. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, so at some point I will create a backup. See the fast load, by the way? That's kind of fun, eh? That's our Epic's fast loader, and I can show you how you can load your Epic's fast loader under memory and ROMs right there. So it's a 1984 Epic's cart. So you just download the CRT file off the internet, which is there's 3 different versions of fast loader. I see a lot of people using version 2, so I thought I would use that as well. It seems to work fine. But yeah, then you're good to go. Okay, let's get out. Unfortunately, we got to reload all that all over again. Yes, remember what I was saying about slow. It's 32 minutes. Haven't really played yet. Made a ton of progress though. Very happy about that. Made a ton of progress, and then we got absolutely slaughtered by 3 barbarians. Okay, so what I'll do is actually, while we're waiting for this to load, I'm gonna quickly make some notes for the, because I like to know where we're at here. So Bard's Tale, show notes. Okay, so this is gonna be episode 1 of the Let's Play. So what did we do? Created all 6 characters, and they joined the new party called Embers of Skara Brae. So it took one step out of, and I just go like that. Took one step out of the guild and immediately encountered 3 barbarians and got smoked. Had to save Scrum. Okay, so our goal at the moment is to head to, what was it called again? We're gonna head to Garth's equipment. Okay, Garth's equipment shop to properly equip our team. So the goal is to get your front line as low as possible in AC. Okay, so that's the key. That's the key. So that is going to be the key to this. Get that equipment, get some of the armor, start lowering AC. Okay, insert character disc. I'm beginning to think that the disc copier will work. I just can't be in a game. That disc was currently being read. It might have been locked by the game, and I think that caused the copy utility to crash. So I'll try it. I'll try it offline. But yeah, anyone who's playing, anyone who's getting into Bard's Tale from 1985, kind of strange. You know, there's been a re-emergence of this game though, right? With the remaster that came out on Steam. I guess remaster might be I don't know how accurate that is to call it a remaster, but I understand there's some, slightly updated graphics and stuff. But since then, I don't know. I feel a lot of people have been playing. Oh man, I'm tired. Okay, we're good. Let's add the member. We're gonna add Ember again. Okay, so we're gonna go out. Hopefully we don't get approached by barbarians. We're gonna go out the Adventurers Guild right here, up north 3 times and over to the east to Garth's. Oops, embers. Okay, we are good. That took a long time. That saved Scrum. Let's exit the guild and let's move. Enemies will attack. 2, 3. And turn to the east. Okay, here we go. Don't let me in. Let me in. My disc is chugging away here, so it could mean there's an encounter here. Nope, looks like we got in. Welcome to Garth's equipment shop. Oh, wealthy travelers. Which of you is interested in my wares? Well, let's start with Calum first. Yeah, I think we'll pool. 921 gold, it's not bad. Wow. So I think my backline is going to remain without let me finish that thought. The backline will remain without equipment at all, right? Because they can't attack. This isn't like the later Wizardry games. I think Bard's Tale 2 fixes this. It's not a fix, but the back row's not going to be able to attack. They can't even use... like there's no such thing as like ranged weapons in this in Bard's Tale 1. So it's basically magic only back there. So I'm going to leave them as is. I think what I'm going to do is do the halberd. Which... Okay, you know what? I'm going to... the good thing about doing the prompt is you could save your I'm using Gemini for this actually, but you could save your Gemini prompt, which I have, and now I can refer back to it. So tell me about the halberd. Okay, so I've asked Gemini to give me some information about the halberd. Oh, it's a two-handed weapon. Okay. He must drop his shield, and Bard's Tail armor class is king. Yeah. That's weird. I swear I watched some people playing, and they wanted that halberd right away. So the alternative is the Mithril Broadsword. So I think that means the $80 broadsword. Okay, well, good thing. So it's a trap. Oh boy. Okay, good thing I didn't buy that then. So we're gonna go forward and see what else is here. We got bucklers, tower shields. Oh, there's the mandolin. We're definitely gonna need that for our bard. Oh yeah, there it is right there, the mithril sword. Oh yeah, look at that. So look at that mithril stuff. That's the key. I definitely want that, but except we really can't afford that. Oh yeah, look at this. This stuff's getting expensive. Mithril daggers, mithril plates. There's so much stuff. What do all these items do? Holy smokes. Okay, there we go. So I think we have to just go with the normal broadsword for now. Because if AC's king, yeah, we're going to go with the normal broadsword. Did I not just buy that? Okay. I'd like to kill him. Greetings, kill him. What's going on? Why can't I? 921. Why am I not able to buy? Oh, you had to click purchase. Okay. Done. Okay. And then we're gonna do the tower shields. So tower shields and chainmail, and I think that'll be it. Oops. Yeah. Tower shields. So we're gonna purchase number 4. And we're gonna purchase number 6. Okay. Okay, Calum. So we're gonna exit. Yes, okay, so Thrum, you're next in line. Oh crap, he already has a broadsword, a short sword, a war axe. What? I guess that's what he's proficient at? I don't know what that little icon means. Okay, so for Thrum, getting a war axe. Oh yeah, he's a monk. That's right. Oh, we want to keep him unarmed. Oh, this is tricky. So the naked monk mechanic in Bard's Tale, monks have unique scaling system. Once Thrum reaches level 6, a hidden mastery kick starts. If he's unarmed, he gains a massive bonus to his number of attacks and his damage per hit. His hands and feet literally become more magical and deadly than any axe in the game. Wow. If he's armed, he's restricted to the weapon-based damage. Similarly with the AC, if you put armor or a shield on Thrum to match the War Axe, you disable his natural armor class bonus. So monks get a natural AC drop every few levels as long as they aren't weighed down by heavy plates. So Thrum is level 1. So Gemini's suggesting that for a monk you don't use just give me a second here. You don't use plated, like heavy plates or heavy weapons. It's gonna make Thrum easier to hit. Okay, so the recommendation is a quarterstaff instead of the mace. So leather armor and a buckle basically keep him light. Okay. Okay, so quarterstaff. I don't really see a quarterstaff. Let me see here. It's probably on the next page. Oh, it's probably the staff. So we need to find the quarterstaff. It's in here somewhere. Okay, we'll get him the buckler because he will need the buckler. So we're gonna purchase number 8. Oops. Ugh, give me a break. Really? Okay, find item. Buckler. Purchase 8. So buckler and then leather armor. So purchase 8. And then we just need that quarterstaff. The mithril mace looks nice. Pure blade. I don't see it. I don't see quarterstaff. I don't see the quarterstaff in Garth's shop. We'll probably end up going with the mace. Yeah, we'll go with a yeah, we're gonna go with the mace. Okay, so number 8 again. So we'll purchase number 8. Okay. So back. Oh. Okay, I'm checking out Piper now. She's definitely gonna need the mandolin. Yes. So why the mandolin? In Bard's Tale 1, a bard needs an instrument equipped to play music while exploring, passive and will apply passive buffs during combat. Without an instrument, she is just a weak hobbit with a bad attitude. That's cool. The mandolin is the basic starter instrument. It allows her to play the Traveler's Tune, which is song number 1, which lowers the party's armor class. Amazing. Combat. She can use it to thump enemies in a pinch, but her real job is singing. Sweet. So if we have extra gold, a sling allows her to contribute damage from the 3rd slot without risking her neck. However, it's a very early game. Her song is usually more valuable than a sling rock. So protection, leather armor, and buckler. Okay. Sweet. Okay. So... well, let's go down and get that, before we even do the buckler, let's get the mandolin. Did I not pool my gold? No. Okay. Oh, let me sit back in the chair. Oh, let's take a look here. Where is that mandolin? There it is. And that'll be purchase number 8. And then we need to go... can we go back? Yes, we can. Leather armor, so purchase number 2. And then we're going to go back. And we're going to purchase the buckler. No. Gar's shop just closed, which means it's dark outside, which means it's night. Oh crap. I don't want to get caught, so we're gonna go back to the inn and sleep. Oh shit, I think we should do that now, except... oh no, did I just get booted out? For half orcs? Oh man. Did I not get time to equip? Can I run? Yeah, it's nighttime. We're getting out of here. This is dangerous. So, 1, 2, 3. Okay, come on. This is dangerous. Oh, man. Oof. Alright, we are in the guild. So, can we equip while we're in here? We're gonna equip. Okay, that's good. Oh yeah, that brought his AC way down to 5. Look at that. That's incredible. Nice, brought it down to 6. That's better. That's more like it. I can't believe Garth kicked us out of his store. It's pretty upsetting. Alright, you are gonna do the... Look at that, 4. Beautiful. Okay, well, we're gonna go to disk options. We're gonna save the party. Oops. No, we're actually gonna leave the game, which will, pressing return will save all of your characters. Okay, there we go. So we'll call it a night. This has been episode 1, and we did a lot of running around, a lot of running away. We're just not ready yet to face the monsters that roam Skara Brae. But next episode, definitely. I think we got our AC's low enough where I think we can now go and wander the streets and start exploring and mapping the area and yeah, getting a lay of the land. Should be good. But yes, things take time in this game. That was 57 minutes, almost an hour, and I mean, you know, we got the party going. We got proper equipment, at least for the front line. So yeah, we'll save up some coin. We're gonna do some grinding, save up some gold, and equip the back line for episode 2. All right, thanks for watching. Tomorrow night will be another episode.